Welcome back, friends. If this is your first time, hello, welcome. I'm Susan Clifton. I'm a mixed media artist in South Florida. My mission is to encourage and inspire anyone at any skill level to create art. So today I want to show you how you can create your own stamps, I guess we could call them. They're like textured plates that allow you to create some textures on a jelly plate. So let's get started. Okay, so here's what we're going to work on today. We're going to, this is a stencil that I actually made myself on my Cricut Joy, but you could use any store-bought stencil for this. And I have these are some art boards that I bought on Amazon that were like, I think you got like 30 of them for $18 or something. So they were very inexpensive. This one warped a little bit, I think. This one might actually be more successful. So here I'm using modeling paste from Golden, and I'm pushing it through the stencil to make these textures. So that's what we're going to do today. So protect your surface with anything. So this is a nice clean one. It does also seem to be a little bit warped, but it does give when you press on it, so I think it'll be fine. These are made on Mason, like this is an aqua board. This is actually a pre-finished Masonite board. And they have gesso boards as well. This just happens to be an aqua board, which is for watercolor. Much more expensive, so you probably don't want to go this way. But also, you could gesso your own Masonite board that you could get from the hardware store, and you could probably use that as well. This is not going to warp. Probably any cardstock, anything that gives just a little bit. You don't want to, probably like an illustration board, a little bit thicker. That might work as well too. So I have a couple of these. This one is the one I used yesterday. So I am going to do this one instead. Let me put it against the black so you could see the details. I kind of like these squares. I might do this part here. So another thing you're going to need, and you might want to tape this down. I think I'm going to do that so it doesn't move around. I had a little bit of a problem with that on the one that I did yesterday. So I would suggest you tape it down. Another thing that you need is a palette knife. So you're just going to take some of the modeling paste on your knife and you're going to push it through. Okay, so now you might want to clean up a little bit around the edges. Like I got some here on the edges, and I got a little bit right there. Oh, this is a mess right now, so you really want to clean this quickly so that it doesn't dry on there, or you're going to ruin your stencil. Okay, so not to waste this other side, I want to use this other stencil. It's similar in style, and I'm going to push this through now. Okay, so now we have, can you see that? It's like a raised modeling paste on a board, and we have to leave this to dry. I left, when I did these last night, I left this to dry overnight, and it's fantastic. Completely dry. So I'm just going to move this out of the way, and I want to talk about what we're going to do on the Gelli plate. I kind of like, let me put this over here. I kind of like this. This is my color palette. I just love it. I love even the black with these colors. So maybe over here is even a better example. I just love that color palette. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my first layer with sort of a mixture of these colors here. And then I'm going to try and do something from within here, like really dark and sort of this dark orangey color. I don't know what, I might even try maybe the copper that I have or something on the second layer. And the second layer we will use our stencil. So let's get started. My Gelli plate is very dirty, but we're gonna just not worry about it. We're just gonna go with it. Let's try to straighten this out a little bit. Okay. Okay, so for these colors over here, I'm gonna work with teal, Hansa yellow. It says opaque, but that doesn't look opaque to me. And then I like this Parole orange. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not. Then I decided that this, I'm going to do alizarin crimson hue and black. This is the only black fluid paint that I have right now. So, okay, so for our first layer, we're just going to do a mixture. I'm going to put this here for inspiration. First, I'm going to mix some of this together. I'm going to kind of do a sloppy job of this because I like these oddball shapes that we get. I'm going to let that dry. Okay, so we are dry now. Our next step is to take some of the black and the alizarin crimson and cover the plate as evenly as we can. Oh, too much probably. Might have to take some of that out. Just going to do a little bit of this. I'm going to take some of the paint off my plate because it's a little too much. So we might have lost some of the crimson, or maybe not, I don't know. Let's see. All right, so now we're going to take our plate and we're just going to press it in. Now if I had boards that were the size of this Gelli plate, that would have been ideal, but I didn't. This idea came to me last night and I was anxious to get it done. All right. So because it is bowing, we're losing some texture. So let's see what happens over here. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so now, before it dries, let's pull one. That is not what I was looking for. Maybe I let it dry too long. Okay, I'm going to start over. Okay, so I'm going to leave that for our bottom layer, and maybe what we'll do is we'll pull it up. I'm going to do this different this time. This will be our base layer. And instead of using black, because I have a feeling that black paint that I used was our biggest problem. Okay. Okay, I like that. That by itself is nice. Okay, let's put this somewhere safe. All right, so now I love this paint. I like it because it's a little bit transparent, really rich color. Covers the plate beautifully. Now it doesn't look as dark as you would think, but it's going to mix with those other colors on our first pull. But this is going to be where we do our texture. So where's my texture plates? Here they are. I'm going to try and not make the same mistake. I'm going to push from the center. For some reason that one didn't give me as good an imprint. Okay, now I'm going to take that same sheet, try to line it up. Wow, look at that. Look at that nice detail in there. These are going to make beautiful collages. I'm happy with that. So there we have it for today. I think that was a good result. All you need is some modeling paste and some boards. And of course a stencil. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this little tip and you create wonderful Gelli prints with it. Don't forget to create, inspire, and share. See you next time. Bye-bye.